What is up, everybody? I picked up some Berkley NanoFil spinning reel line. I'll tell you what, I have never seen a fishing line with so many mixed reviews than I have with Berkley NanoFil. It's a Uni-Filament fishing line. I don't even know what that means. Berkley says it's made out of gel spun polyethylene, consists of hundreds of Dyneema nanofilaments that are molecularly linked and shaped into a unified filament. Come on, Berkley, just quit making stuff up, quit making up words. It's fishing line. But I will say, my experience so far with this has been absolutely amazing. There are things you gotta know. There are some huge negatives to this fishing line that you have to manage as an angler. So let's start with some pros. I have never had a fishing line that casts so far as this line. You literally have to practice casting this line or you will cast it over trees. It goes that far, that easy. 12-pound test, diameter 0.008 inches. That is equivalent to 6-pound Trilene monofilament. So you're getting 12-pound test with the same diameter as the 6-pound test monofilament. Sensitivity, amazing. You feel everything with this. The lightest bite, you're going to feel it with this line. Basically has zero memory. It acts like a braid from a memory perspective. I hate memory with monofilament. To see those twirls in your line, I can't stand it. But there are two major issues with this line that you have to actively and intentionally manage, or you're gonna have a very, very bad day, which I have had. This line loves to fray. You absolutely have to fish a leader with this line. I fish light setups. I used to fish either 6-pound test mono or 6-pound test fluorocarbon directly on, no leader. I switched to this. Now I fish 10-pound test, so I get a smaller line. I get 4 extra pounds of strength, but I absolutely have to put on a fluorocarbon leader. I put on a 6-foot fluorocarbon leader onto my main line, which is the NanoFil. I do a double surgeon knot, which is basically a quadruple square knot to attach that leader to the main NanoFil line. That prevents fraying of the main line, and it gives me that section of leader that is a tougher fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon, when it gets in water, it likes to become brittle, so I absolutely change that leader out every trip. And, call me crazy, I keep that fluorocarbon in the freezer to help longevity. I don't know if that's right. I heard some old wise man tell me to do that, so I took that advice. Since I'm only taking sections out, that fluorocarbon spool is gonna last me a good couple of seasons. The next major issue with this line that you have to manage is slickness. The slickness of this line helps with castability and distance, but it is a nightmare if you tie the wrong knot. You're gonna have knots slip. The double surgeon knot or quadruple square knot to tie the leader on works great, but if you do decide to tie this onto a lure, you must use the double polymer knot. Berkley actually calls it the nano knot. Come on, Berkley, it's an existing knot. Just call it what it is. You don't have to give it a special name. Okay, props to your marketing department. That is Berkley's recommended knot to use if you tie this directly onto a lure. Price-wise, this guy's expensive. 150 yards, it's gonna cost you about 20 bucks. Compared to Trilene Mono, which is only around 5 bucks for 125 yards, this guy is expensive. One trick that I've heard is that mid-season, you reverse your line. I've never done it. I need to look up some videos on the most efficient way to reverse your line on a spinning reel. If you've got some good video recommendations, put them down in the comments below. But the same old wise guy that told me to put my fluorocarbon in the freezer told me to mid-season reverse the line on my spinning reel so I have somewhat fresh line on the half that is getting fished primarily. and that will allow you to use one 150-yard spool on a light setup per season versus swapping your line and spending 40 bucks per reel per year. That puts you down to 20 bucks per reel per year. That's my Berkley NanoFil review and thoughts. I really appreciate the view. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button. If you got any value out of this, hit that subscribe button because it helps out a tremendous amount. As always, if you harvest fish from small streams, please use common sense. And please, when you're out fishing and you get done, pick up your trash. I appreciate the view. Have a good one. Thank you.